Welcome to another episode of the Play for Keys podcast, the only podcast where we switch it up.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, man, I've got to find me some more sounds that are non Dr. Umar.
I feel like the Dr. Umar sounds fit the vibe.
Oh man, Jax, I don't know how I don't know if you've seen this debate, this low vibrational debate going on about barbecue, the cookouts.
What about it?
Let me share my screen. Um, you know what kids could eat
I've seen that.
at these. She said she different a burger, a hot dog, and a rib is crazy. And I don't know why this is that's crazy. That was a random fight. I guess this is okay. This is the she just like me. Da da da. Normally I saw like I don't know if you saw like the quote retweets. It's not.
Yeah,
showing.
people were saying like kids couldn't eat barbecue or whatever. It's nothing like that.
Stop this shit,
Bro.
Nigga got knocked out. Did you see that caption? That caption was crazy.
No, what did he say?
That caption said, "Football teammates fighting because number 35 made them get kicked off the team for humping each other." That's a crazy. This is
Jalen Green, Josh. What's his name? Josh. What's his name? Jalen Green and Josh. Whatever his vibe, bro.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, but there was like a generational debate. There was one side that was just like, "Yo, bro, like, wait, gee, these new kids, man, they different, man. They out here eating ribs at 6.
That's
eating
never been
at 6." And then there's some people like, y'all was getting gatekeeped out of.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. Like you're at a barbecue, you can eat whatever you want. Like, did that happen to you?
No, not as I could eat whatever the fuck I want. Now I've been to a cookout where they were gatekeeping for the kids. Like the kids could only eat this because I think they had like prime rib or something. They was like they wasn't trying to have the kids mess over the good food. And I just told my mama to just give me that hoe, and she just went up there and got me a plate because I wanted something.
I've never been a part of any type of cookout where people were like, "Oh no, the kids can't eat this." Oh no, like bro, it's just food. The kids could eat whatever. I was able to eat whatever. Like all my cousins, we could eat whatever. Like it don't make sense. People are just, I guess your family's just, I don't even know. They just hated you.
Nah, you know why.
No, I don't know why.
It's I don't even want to push a button for that. Hey man, some people are just more privileged than others, man.
It's not a privilege. It's you want your kids to, man, people are weird. People are weird, bro. Let them kids eat whatever they want.
It's a privilege to eat these ribs.
If you had a cookout, bro, that kid can eat whatever, bro. Shut up, bro. I don't get it. People are stupid.
And if you out here gatekeeping, I'm judging your food. Can you cook for real?
Fair enough.
Because if you a real cooker for real,
you want everybody to eat it.
Yeah. Falling off the bone too? You ain't. Come on now. If you one of them ones, we've never had. It's the age-old debate. Anybody that says I gotta wait for my partner to act right before I cook for them, you couldn't cook for real. Fuck what you talking about? Real cookers cook. Creators create.
Yeah, may be sick.
Oh man. The title, I don't know what the title of this podcast is going to be because Jax does a great job of doing that. But the theme of this podcast throughout everything that we talk about will be two things can be true. Two things can be true. It is okay for two things to be true. But let's go ahead and get started into it, man. Let's not waste no more time.
Yeah, man. I don't even want to get into this topic because it's very sad, but I texted you this when it happened, but Greg, we lost the race war. We lost the race war. Both USC with JuJu Watkins and LSU with Flage and Angel Reese and all of them, they lost in the Elite Eight. And so yeah, they're no longer They're no longer in the women's basketball tournament, and it makes me sad because they lost to Caitlin Clark and Paige Buchers. I'm not sure how to actually say her last name because it got like an E in it somewhere.
I call her. I think it's Paige Beckers, but I think the
Oh no,
real
it
one,
is Paige Beckers. It's Paige. I've heard people say Paige Beckers,
but the real ones call her Paige Buckets, and that's
yeah.
what I'm gonna call her.
Paige Buckets and Paige Buckets and Stephanie Curry killed those teams, bro. This was like my first time, like for real, tapping all the way into the women's tournament. And like I've seen Caitlin Clark games before. I don't watch a whole lot of women's basketball, but I have seen her play. But like every time I see her play, I'm just surprised, bro. Like, is this woman Steph Curry? Is this woman that I call her Stephanie Curry? Like, she's absolutely positively amazing at basketball, and it felt like there was nothing LSU could do.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And you know what I said? You know what I texted you back, right?
We've lost the battle, but not the war.
I ain't gonna lie to you. We lost that battle, but
Dawn Staley, please save us.
Dawn Staley. Don't be alarmed. Those are not Caitlin Clark shooting them shots. Dawn Staley.
She got that shit on too.
She got that shit on.
She got that.
You know what the fuck she doing? Look at this shit, man.
No, she's clean.
Out like who's doing this shit like me, man? Come on, Dawn. God damn. She ain't got a bad fit on, bro. Ain't a bad.
She had that shit on, bro. Then you see Kim Mulkey with her. Kim, I'm not gonna lie, Kim Mulkey. Sometimes she be having that shit on. Other times it's a little bit too much.
It's a little too crazy. I ain't never seen a bad fit on Dawn.
You know,
I ain't never seen a dunk. Bro, this look like some shit Shannon Sharp be putting on courtside, my nigga.
But Shannon Sharp, he's always too muscular, so his clothes look a little crazy.
Bro, she be putting any and everything on and got that shit on. She like the older version of that. What's that girl's name? That be at UT and everybody be fawning over her dress and her.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know her name. She's not even like the head coach.
Oh, she's not a coach.
Like an assistant. This is assistant coach.
I don't think she's assistant. I think she's like one of the trainers or something. Like she's not really coaching like that.
She be having that shit on too, though.
She be having that shit on, yo. She's the evolution of this. But to get back on focus with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, we've been having back and forth conversations, and like I said, hey, yo, Caitlin Clark did her thing. This was quote unquote the redemption tour. You lost to Angel Reese and the crew
last year.
LSU gets better on paper, adds Haley Van Lith. We'll talk about her breakathon later in life, later down the line. You keep your same squad, you elevate, you go back, beat that same school. Props to you, Caitlin Clark. You are her. Angel Reese, you tried your best, 17 and 20. That's still a solid stat line. You had it going in the first quarter for sure. Like the first quarter, I'm not.
I have missed the first. I missed the first half of the game, but I had heard that she had got she rolled her ankle or something like that, and everybody's telling me she was cooking before that, and I was just like, damn,
bro. Like what I'm trying to tell you, because she was one thing Angel know how to do. She know how to read that passing lane. She caught all them any kind of pass Caitlin was trying to get. Stale, fast break, layup, transition, scoop, block. I'm like, okay, I see you. I see why you a top 10 pick. It didn't show. It didn't give it much justice seeing her in the second half. She was throwing up some terrible shots. She gonna need to put. She need to work on like a mid-range jumper. She need to do a few things. And Jax, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not gonna happen on rookie season. Because the draft starts in 2 weeks. And
the fact the season just goes so fast is crazy, bro.
Yeah, so that's crazy. But people were. I didn't know if you was going more on Caitlin Clark. I didn't know if you want to dive in on Caitlin Clark more or Angel Reese more first. Were you done talking about Caitlin Clark, or did you have more things? I got a lot to say about Angel Reese, but I
wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about Haley Van Lith, but we
All right,
can.
bet.
Okay, I was just saying, like, Caitlin Clark, I guess started talking about Caitlin Clark in a way as well, but they had Haley Van Lith, who came over from Louisville last season, who was good at Louisville, very good. They had her be the primary defender on Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark just absolutely positively just barbecued that woman. It was getting very, very, very hectic. And that just made me like want to like look her up. And then I also looked up Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin, do you know how tall Caitlin Clark is?
She 5 something.
Caitlin Clark is 6 feet tall.
Mm.
You know how tall Haley Van Lith is?
I know she not no goddamn 6. She like what, 5'8"?
She's 5'7", and I'm just like, of course, Caitlin Clark is gonna cook her. She's taller than her. She's bigger than her. Like 5'7" to 6 foot. That's a big big gap. Of course, she's not gonna be able to guard her for real. So I don't even know what people expected from her.
They really wanted. I get the sentiment, but even though Flau'jae's probably even shorter,
Let me see.
Flau'jae would have been a better matchup.
Flau'jae 5'10".
Yeah, I don't know why I thought Flau'jae was shorter than Van Lith. Yeah, put things in perspective about Cardoso. Anyway, yeah, Flau'jae should have been that. But look, I ain't gonna lie. Them last couple times when Flau'jae actually guarded her, I ain't gonna lie. Caitlin started widening up them. I was like, hold on, you about to make this bitch touch earth. Yo, chill, Kate.
Like, sometimes, like, and then just like you seen Angel Reese do the shrug, you seen Haley Van Lith do the shrug. Like sometimes it's just there's nothing you could do, bro. When somebody's just cooking like that, it's nothing you could do, bro.
And then, yo, I'm shout out to her team, but at the same time, like looking at her play at Iowa, if people would have made at least like 6 or 7 of their buckets, Clark could have had an easy 40 and 20 assist night, a 40-20 night.
She still had 12, which is crazy. Like I didn't know she was like real deal. James Harden. And that's like those James Harden numbers. That has like 40 points, 12 assists. That James Harden numbers.
Them step backs was lethal. Imagine her with a real with some other dogs. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Haley Van Lith, she just played out of position most of her season. This wasn't like the best season for her. A lot of people was just like she made the wrong choice by leaving Louisville to go to LSU. And to that, I say she still has another year left of eligibility if she wants to go back and do something. But I still would have rolled the dice. This is a college career, like you know what I mean. She would. I think Louisville lost in the first round, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
I mean, might as well just try it. Fuck it. Who cares?
Try it. Who the fuck cares? Like, I don't think
you and LSU, like NIL now a thing. LSU got a whole bunch of eyes on it. She probably getting a couple bags too. So like,
yeah, like at the end of the day, you're going to get drafted. I don't care what anybody tells you. Oh, she's not on the draft boards for this year. Maybe because she's not going to come out of this draft this year. But yeah, she's good enough to get drafted, and you know you got good Louisville tape, so you're gonna be fine. It's okay to try new shit. Your college career is not ruined because you decided to go one way.
Because of one bad season. Like unless it's like your last season or you got hurt or something like that. But no, she'll probably be fine. It's okay. Like
yeah, it's okay. And like we said, Caitlin Clark is her undisputed one first overall draft pick. Hey, that 2020 draft class that people talk about for this women's basketball. Hey, that's going to be the new 2003. Not that doesn't technically. That doesn't.
What do you mean? What 2020 draft class?
Not 2020 draft class, but like 2020 class, like the high school class.
Oh, the recruiting.
Yeah, the recruiting class of 2020 will be talked about.
They was all in the same thing, right?
Angel Reese, Paige Beckers, Caitlin Clark, Cardoso. I think I'm missing one more person. I don't think Van Lith was in that one, but those top 5 that was in there. Hey y'all,
they all the truth, bro. It was all the truth. Like,
And Beckers was over Caitlin coming out of high school. It's just unfortunate that she tore her ACL twice.
And she's still cold. But
She's
we'll
still
get to her, but she's still cold, bro.
Yeah.
She's still cold.
And finally, to get my shit off about Angel Reese, because I'm tired of the discourse surrounding this woman. You're reading. Most people's reading comprehension skills are very low.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to improve anytime soon because y'all refuse to read books and y'all have children. It's very concerning, and this is why I'm struggling if I want to have kids in the near future. I'm really.
I feel like you can control whether or not your kids are stupid.
Yeah, but I can't control stupid people being around my kid and doing
That's
something
also
stupid.
true, bro.
And
Be
just,
little kids singing "Sexy Red" and all that. I'm like, I can't. My kids can't
now my
interact
kid
with you.
coming back home and just I gotta
Saying ski. I'm like, my kids can't interact with you. I'm so sorry.
I gotta de-cleanse this nigga every day.
Y'all won't let my kids eat ribs. Like, I'm not. I'm not doing that.
You got a chokehold on the brisket and you can't give it to my child. This is crazy. But to set the record straight, have you been hearing about the bullshit? You know, have you been hearing about people just stupid ass comments about her crying? Yo, I need y'all first. I know you're not doing no research, but shut the fuck up. Shut up forever. But long story short, she wasn't crying because she lost the game. She wasn't crying because of whatever narrative. It's not no victim blaming shit. If you want the real story, she didn't do this all of it. She didn't come out the blue and just said her life was hard or whatever the fuck you wanted to say it. Flau'jae, which if you've been keeping up with Flau'jae, you have not. Even this podcast has kept up with the Flau'jae shit. If you understand what Flau'jae was about, their parents had beef. So like shit's been rocky for LSU this whole year. Angel Reese having to sit out, people leaking her grades, people talking about her face being on AI porn. I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy.
I didn't know about that. People like artificial intelligence is the craziest shit. Like, nigga, that needs to be stopped, bro.
It's fucking crazy. And then, y'all out here gaslighting. Y'all out here gaslighting like she ain't got shit going on. And she got shit going on. So for Flau'jae to defend her on that press conference, I think that was a cool move, X, Y, and Z. And she got teary-eyed and she got emotional because of that. And mainly because, this is her last fucking college game of her career.
And she fouled out on a foul that was not a foul at all. They called her for charge or whatever. That was not no charge.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, she wasn't even crying about her performance, her play, anybody taunting her. She was crying because, I'm probably not hooping competitively with these group of people ever again for the rest of my life.
And she's not because she declared for the WNBA draft yesterday.
Exactly. And it's just, emotions happen. We literally just saw Steph Curry cry real tears when Draymond Green got ejected 4 minutes into a game. But all of a sudden, she's playing victim and all this other stuff. No, she was asked, how did she feel about, her teammates defending her during times like this. And that's when she, got real with you niggas. And that's what happened. Y'all need to shut the fuck up forever. Y'all hate women. I'm not even gonna say black women. Y'all just hate women in general.
Yeah.
Y'all just hate women in general. Women can't do shit. Y'all out here talking about she asked to play the villain role. And technically she didn't. She didn't.
Y'all just gave it to her. You seen that the article by that guy? I think it was the LA Times, and he was talking about who are you gonna root for? America's sweethearts or the dirty debutantes from Louisiana or something like that. And it's just like, bro, what the heck?
What the fuck are you talking about?
And that article got like since then it's been that part has been taken out with like an editor's note and all that. But like that got published, like that got past the editor in the first place. Like this is the type of stuff she's fighting against. Like,
it's like, and then like I said, Jax, you're true. Like people are choosing to be obtuse because you can simply go on comments on any post concerning Angel Reese, and it's like, oh my god, like Monkey Reese. Like it's just a lot of just racist. And you see it right there. And
people only want to believe what they want to believe. People love being dumb, bro. You have them people. In the Angel Reese, she was giving not a speech, but at the press conference or whatever. She was like, "Oh man, I've had to go through like death threats, people sexualizing me, blah blah blah," and people only focused on this people sexualize me part, not the death threat part, which is crazy to me. And then now people are like going under her pictures or whatever and be like, "Oh," like it was like she did. Or she had like a picture in like a bikini or something. People were like, "Oh, but we're sexualizing her." And it's just like
you watch too much porn, nigga.
Like you ain't never seen nobody in a bikini, bro. Like
that is so crazy.
It's like like people don't understand the consent part of this. Like she's letting people see that because like it's not sexual. It's just her in the bikini or her in like a Fashion Nova, whatever the fuck. But like people want to be stupid. People just want to hate her for some reason. So
yeah, and then people will hit that goalpost and be like, y'all acting like she's the first person to ever go through this. LeBron got through this. I'm like,
that doesn't make it good. Like,
first of all, that doesn't make it good. Second of all, I don't know. I would probably give a little bit more grace to the 21-year-old college woman versus a grown ass man, LeBron James. That's just me. Of who handles it well. Of course, I would expect LeBron James to handle this a little bit better.
Yeah,
at his grown ass age, he's gone through it more. But it's like I said, like like you said, people want to see what they want to see. Everybody, that nigga Emmanuel Acho gets on my fucking nerves too. Bro, the devil does not need an advocate. The devil does not need an advocate, my nigga.
Emmanuel Acho is terrible. I just hate hearing him speak, bro. I hate hearing him speak.
I was about to say something. I cannot say it without being.
It'd be like that.
But you know how they be. You know how they be.
Yeah. But but speaking of people seeing things they want to see, we have to talk about JuJu Watkins and
Kyrie.
The whole analytics versus eye testing. Because this is my first time watching JuJu Watkins. Because like I said, I don't be tapped in all the way to women's basketball. And the first thing I see, it was like 2 minutes into the game. I took the break. I was like, she hoops like a nigga, bro.
Well, she
that's all she hoops like. She hoops like a G League and night player.
Yes.
And
I feel like she would give Jalen Green some good comp back in the day.
Like if she was a man, or she had like, if she could dunk, she'd be Jalen Green. Like that's
okay.
If she could dunk, she'd be Jalen Green. But unfortunately, she's just not able to do that. But USC, they also lost in the final, or not Final Four, but in the Elite Eight, they lost to UConn. Paige Beckers went crazy, but JuJu, she had a good game. Like when you like just read the stats out, it was a good game. She had 29 points. She had 29 points, 2 blocks, a steal, 10 rebounds. Like that sounds good. You know, that sounds like a cooking type game, but she only shot 9 for 25. And it got people questioning, like, oh my gosh, where's the efficiency? Where's it this? Where's it that? And it's just like, bro, she was hooping. Like you seen the way she plays. She plays like a Jalen Green. She plays like a Kyrie on like her one-on-one type stuff. Like it was still a good game. She just not efficient. And it's just like, why are we focused on that? Like, why are we focused on the efficiency?
Yes, like you took it like I said, 2 things can be true. Yes. Is her efficiency not the best? It's not.
Is she still a good player? Yes.
Absolutely. And I don't think her efficiency should overlap the success that she's given USC. USC has not gotten this far in any kind of tournament in 30 plus years. The last time USC was relevant was when that fucking movie came out, Love and Basketball.
Oh my god! They said she hooped like what's his name, Quincy or whatever.
Quincy McCall or whatever the fuck his nigga name. Yeah. One of them niggas, and the All-State nigga was in there too. I forgot about that. He was the father.
Oh, he was.
Yeah. Are you
good movie? Good movie. I don't care what you say. That was a good movie. I don't care what you say.
Yo, okay. Hey, let me stay focused because this nigga really about to get me out of character for no reason. This is insane. That was not why I was trying to lob this up. But I'm gonna share my screen and show you. We just go down the line of just what JuJu's been doing. And granted, we understand efficiency's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, she's a freshman, and we'll see. UConn, you said 9 for 25. Um, that Baylor game, 39. Wait, what's that? 30 points, 8 for 28, 2 for 11 from three, 9 for 21, 8 for 18. This was the UCLA game is what people was going crazy over.
Yeah.
At 9 for 27. Niggas was not. They was looking at that kind of crazy. 10 for 30.
10 for 30 is sort of crazy. I can't lie to you. I can't lie. That was sort of crazy.
Now 10 for 30. All right.
But 6 for 32 is also crazy, but still.
But then you have a 42-point game, 10 for 19, 4 for 7 from three. Let me see. What was her high? 51.
51.
So when she had 51 points, so she putting up the same amount of shots. It's just they're going in.
Yeah.
And if she just puts a few more shots in, she's a 50 bomb every game. Every game, 14 for 26, 6 for 11. But she's averaging them 27, 11 for 33 is kind of crazy. But but yeah, that's the tale of the tape. It really is the tale of the tape of stats versus analytics. I just want people to understand that she is a freshman, and she's already in conversations about surpassing Caitlin Clark whenever she gets to the peak of her powers.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
She's just scratching the surface, bro. Caitlin Clark wasn't doing this her freshman year.
That's probably true. And now she's the leading scorer in college basketball for everything. So
yeah, so many eyes. And granted, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have helped put eyes on people like JuJu Watkins. But now she's coming out of her freshman year with people already having eyes on her. People gonna have eyes on her in her second year, her third year. If she's progressing the way she's progressing, like I think that efficiency it's
gonna balance out eventually. She's not making the shots right now, but they're gonna go in.
Exactly. She is Jalen Green.
Yeah.
She is Jalen Green. Because when she off, she off. When she on, she on. And she gonna have stretches where there's gonna be a day and time where she hit 60, 65.
Oh, easy.
Because look,
she's gonna mess around and get a 70 point. She can mess around and get a 70.
She could. I don't think she goes past 70. Yeah, but like she has that capability. Let it hit double OT a year. Yeah. She hitting that bitch for real. She's not afraid to shoot that shit. So see her next year. We have women's we have the battle of the white women.
Yeah.
Paige Beckers versus Caitlin Clark.
I want it to be a tie and they both lose, but that's unfortunately not how it works. But I mean, hey, hopefully South Carolina handle business against NC State and they get to the Frankfurt. Wow, what is it called? The last two when they play national championship. I don't know why I couldn't think of it, but they get to. I don't know why I couldn't think of it, but they get to the national championship, and whichever one of the white women they play, they just put belt to ass. So that's what I think is gonna happen. And then you see Dawn Staley; she's gonna have to fit the court. So hopefully,
yeah. People are not talking enough because of all the other stuff that's been happening with women's college basketball. There's not been a light shed on South Carolina enough for me. We talk about Dawn Staley, but we're not talking about these goddamn girls. Yeah. We're not talking about Malaysia for Wiley. We're not talking about the only time we talk about Cardoso was when she decided to turn into an offensive lineman. But like, we're not talking about the success of South Carolina. They are undefeated this season.
Then Full Wiley, isn't she the one that signed with Steph? Or am I mistaken?
She might have. I'm not sure. But Dawn Staley, coach of the year by a landslide. Like, there should be no debate about her not being coach of the year. I know they wanted there's some Iowa fans that wanted, the Caitlin Clark coach to have it. But when you are undefeated for the season, Jax, they are 107-3 the last 3 years.
That's disgusting.
They've only lost one game in the last 2 years, and it happened to be to Caitlin Clark last year to get to the final. Final Four.
That's disgusting.
That's Alabama levels of success right there.
And then you said they only play with like what 11 players
11
or something.
11 girls to start the season.
Crazy.
And I may be mistaken. I don't think all 11 play. I think she still keep that rotation a certain way. But 11 girls, they they all playing, is undefeated, and you're beating people by insane margins.
Yeah.
Don Staley is Nick Saban right now. Nick Saban with some fit, with some bop in it.
Shut the fuck up.
Don Staley know what the fuck. Hey, Don Staley, please save us. You are quite literally our only hope.
Please save us.
Please save us. Yeah. And I need that little good luck from Angel Wilson too. Angel Wilson, throw your little. Do what you got to do. Go to the game. Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's like one of the few women that has a statue built on the campus as an athlete. They definitely got an Angel Wilson statue up there.
Yeah, I've seen. I remember when they dropped it.
That's legendary right there.
Okay.
But one question I did want to ask you before we move on is a lot of people feel like you have dumbass niggas like Steph, not Steph.
What's Steph do?
Dez Bryant. What? You have dumbass niggas like Dez Bryant that just be like, respectfully, I don't know why y'all leaving to go to the WNBA. Y'all should really just stay in college and, just continue to grow there and make more money there. And I just, for the last time, because I'm not going to keep saying this. When you get an NIL deal, it does not magically go away once you declare for the WNBA, the NBA, the NFL. Right. It stays with you. It's an endorsement. Endorsements are forever, or until they decide to drop you.
Yeah, I guess for some people who aren't going to the WNBA, that NIL might run out. But if you're Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, I'm pretty sure like Nike's going to be like, let's just go ahead and keep going since you're already making money, since you already have billboards of you. Like, yes. So I feel like people just don't understand that. And then also, like, he's saying, why would you leave to go to the WNBA? Like, you have to go. Like, you need 4 years. Like, you can't one and done. You can't leave early. So, like, once your time is up in the college basketball, you got to go. So, I don't, like, what are we talking about?
Like, granted, everybody still has, like, a COVID year. But even then, it's like, yo, she's won a national championship. She was an SEC Player of the Year. She was on first teams. I don't know if they're called first teams, but like, All-American teams. Like, she's literally accomplished every single Angel Reese. She's literally accomplished almost every single thing that you could possibly do at the college level. It's time to go. Yeah. It's time to go. Just because a lot of you niggas stay 7 and 8 years in college, that don't mean everybody else can do that, or they have that means to do it, bro. Just let them niggas go. But I was more questioning, like, do you feel like this year will finally be the year where the talent translates and the fan base starts to finally translate to the WNBA? Because you know how it goes. You watch women's college basketball, and then miraculously, you never really hear from them about them people ever again. Do you feel like this year will finally be a turning point where it's like, you know what? People are actually going to start, because 12.3 million views or 12.3 million watches for an elite 8 women's game that blew the waters out of certain playoff games, certain championship games. Like, it seems like there's a good recipe of, okay, like, this may be the year, but do you feel like this will be the year?
I do not feel like this would be the year, because just off the string, people, like we said earlier, people just hate women, so people aren't gonna care. Honestly, I think it will come soon, though. I feel like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese could be sort of this, and this might sound crazy. I hope it doesn't sound crazy, but like a Magic Larry Bird-esque type thing, because Magic and Larry Bird, they were like, the NBA was sort of like not really on shit for real before Magic and Larry Bird came, and like that whole rivalry, it happened because they were battling in college all the time. Now they get to the NBA, and they're doing that. And of course, the racial thing was a component to that. So I think Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese can be sort of like that. I just don't think it's going to happen like immediately. I think they need to get in the NBA, or not NBA, but the WNBA for maybe like a season or two and just like have a couple of highlights, have that, okay, their game is translating and it does look a little bit cool and all that. And then people are going to migrate a little bit more towards that. But I don't think it's going to be this year.
Yeah, because the talent has always been there.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those things like, as much as I respect and I love seeing Caitlin Clark play, as currently constructed, she's not going to be the best WNBA player to touch that basketball court when she first gets drafted. I think there's about 10 to 15 women that are still better than her. I think Caitlin Clark at some point will surpass some of these people.
But just not yet.
Like there's talent in the WNBA. And I hate that I have to say this, but when you keep things strictly sports, it's just not going to translate. The problem is narratives matter.
Yeah.
I knew this was going to be a different kind of shift when men were talking trash about these women the same way they would talk trash about niggas that performed bad. The memes that I saw with Haley Van Lith, they're putting effort into this. They give a damn about this sport a little bit to even, come up with creative things. Even some of the things I saw and some people didn't like this. I was mixed emotions, but I understand both sides. You know how they how they be like, get ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
Oh yeah.
And the women's side of this was, get ready to start that OnlyFans. Like I get both sides.
Stupid, bro.
It's stupid, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, this game is growing. Because now
is that good though? Like, yes, that means more people are paying attention, but like, is it good? Like, none of that stuff not really positive. Like,
that's not positive, but at the same time, what's going to get you quicker to increase salaries for the WNBA? More people watching. And there's a lot of things I do not like about the NBA. Specifically how they market a lot of things. They market a lot of things horribly. So there's going to be things that you take with the good and take with the bad. But if we really want to get these women paid a lot higher, like, man, like I'm trying to tell you, like, we've been a long way. Oh man, I wish I did. I don't know if you saw what I retweeted like a couple of days ago about the 2021 March Madness tournament. And what the women's weight room looked like versus what the men's.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And it was like one stack of just free-handed weights for the women. And the NCAA's, reasoning for that was because there just wasn't enough space for the women. And then literally a woman just opened the curtain. It's like, yo, there is acres of just free space where you can put shit. And then, looking at the comment section. Yo, I was looking at the comment section. I was like, yo, we've come a long way. Because she was describing her like, yo, this is messed up. Like, we should have better weights. First thing you saw niggas do. Maybe y'all just lowered the rims and dunked the ball. Maybe y'all have some rev. I'm like, whoa. For some weights? Yo, for some weights, we've come a long way. We've come a long way. Which is why I'm saying, hey, yo, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, who knows how the WNBA is going to look like 2 or 3 years from now? Because just from 3 years ago, from this date, we've seen generational leaps and bounds of like what women's basketball looks like now. So I if it's not this year, I think next year you're gonna see an increase. You're gonna start seeing more participation in WNBA talk and all that stuff. But that's just my opinion. I see it though. It's on the come up.
Yeah. Well, with all that said about the women's, we got to move on to the men's game because the men or Final Four is set for both, obviously, women's and men. So on the men's side, it will be UConn versus NC State, and that's cool. It's not important. UConn's gonna win that, or I mean, I don't know, but we know UConn's gonna win that game because they're just UConn and they've been cooking. But the real matchup will be Purdue versus NC State. Who does UConn play?
I thought UConn played Alabama.
Oh yeah, UConn played Alabama. My fault, but UConn's probably going to work then. But what we really care about is Purdue versus NC State because it's the battle of the big men, and when we say big men, we mean very literally big men.
Big man.
They don't make people like that in the NBA no more. You got Zach Edey, who is the 7'4", 300 plus pound center for Purdue, versus DJ Burns, who is a 6'9", 300 plus pound center for NC State, who plays like Jokic, and he looks like if you mix Project Pat with T Grizzlies dreads and gave him Zach Randolph footwork. That's what DJ Burns looked like to me. But how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this matchup with them?
Look.
First, what school do you think would win? First of all,
I'm rooting for NC State to win it,
but who do you think will win?
NC State, actually. I think NC State will win. Okay. Zach Edey, I'm not gonna lie to you. You're gonna get a GM fired. You are Bo Nix. You will get a GM fired.
Yeah.
Depending on where you get drafted, because you might get drafted. He's gonna be good enough to get drafted.
I've seen him like adding like mock draft. I've seen him as like a lottery pick, and then I've seen him in like the second round. So I'm like, this variance is crazy.
Any nigga that drafts you in the lottery, they will be losing their job very soon. But I'm gonna say NC State. I'm a DJ Burns fan. That's Zebo for real. That's
Zebo with passing.
Dark skinned Kenny Lofton Jr. You know what I mean? You're a real one. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm rooting for Alabama. Fuck UConn.
I don't really care.
I'm a Grant Nelson fan. I need to see this nigga thrive.
That's crazy because you was just earlier. You was like, I'm not gonna defend the white man, and Grant Nelson. Oh,
when there's white versus white, I gotta pick somebody, right?
You don't gotta pick.
You right. Fuck all of them. DJ Burns, get it on. Win it all. Go Sports.
But I don't like this matchup. I don't know. It's gonna be. I feel like the NC State Purdue matchup is gonna be tough for Burns and Edey because like they have completely different skill sets, and like I don't know if that's gonna like sort of like cancel each other out because like I said, Burns he's 6'9", but he's like they list him at 275. That he is not 275, bro. He's not even 300. He at least like. He got to be at least like.
Finna give that nigga Rod Wave numbers. He finna give him a lot. You saw that shit.
Rod Wave is 5'6", 350 pounds. He needs. That's not. He's built like a. He's literally built like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
And that's what DJ Burns is sort of built. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, but like DJ Burns, he like 6'9", or they lift him at 6'9". He could be shorter. I don't know, but he at least like 320. But he's still, even though he's that big, he doesn't really have foot speed like that for real, but he's just so agile and so like flexible with like the ball, the way he can contort his body and like hold the ball in the air, make nigga pump fake, miss the ball, he can just twist around you like that. And he's a cold passer as well, so that's for sure gonna help frustrate Edey a little bit. But then you have Edey, who's like I said, he's 7'4", he's 300 pounds, he's a damn oak tree in the middle. Literally, he can just stand there with his hands up. And that's really what he has been doing. I think all the games in the tournament, he's went like 30 and like 15 at least in every single game because nobody can out-rebound him because he's 7'4" and he has like a 7'10" wingspan. So he just put his hands up and grab it. Like it's simple.
Yeah.
But I don't think 40. I feel like he might have some trouble with Burns trying to like box out and everything because like, yes, Burns is a lot shorter, but like that's still 300 pounds. Like that's still 350 pounds or whatever. So that could cause some problems, but I'm not sure.
If he trying to go bang down low with this nigga Edey, I'm gonna let you know right now that's not gonna work. But if he's trying to make that nigga miss and pump fake for real,
yeah, I think that's what we're gonna have to do.
But when you got a nigga that's already 7'4" with a 7'10" wingspan and he can just do this, he don't have to jump. That's a difficult task to ask. Zach Edey, Zach Edey winning is predicated on if if his teammates are going to shoot the ball well. If them niggas gonna have a cold night, which they haven't really had, but if they're gonna have a cold night, it's up. You know, it's up and it's stuck. NC State could definitely go steal that game because there's another nigga named DJ. I forgot his last name, but there's two DJs, DJ Byrne, and there's a guard named DJ. That nigga's nice.
Okay.
That nigga is nice. He don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But like I said, I will be tuned into that game for sure.
I need to see that. When is that?
I believe it's Friday. If I'm not mistaken, maybe it's tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I think the last championship game is like what, Monday? Maybe they do shit weird. It's never on a weekend. It's always like on a weekday.
But Purdue and them, they play Saturday.
Purdue is okay. Purdue and them play Saturday. Yeah. It'll be interesting for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a game. But another interesting thing. It's not even interesting. Actually, it's interesting, but like for like the wrong reasons. At least to me, it's interesting for the wrong reasons. But we have news that there's a Duke player by the name. I'm gonna say Caleb Williams again. His name is not Caleb Williams. Player for Duke. Or I guess he declared for the draft yet or no?
I'm not sure.
But player for Duke. He's finna be a former player for Duke because he's finna be one and done. But Jared McCain, he's the player that you see him in all the TikToks. You see him showing off all his nails and all the paint and all that. He just got an NIL deal with a nail polish company.
Yeah.
And it's caused some discourse.
Yes.
If you want to call it that. And it is interesting, but like I said, to me, it's sort of interesting for the wrong reasons. When I don't even know how I feel about it because we already done talked about Caleb Williams and his nails, and like I don't really like. That's not my thing, but if you do it, cool, I guess. Like I don't really care. But is it like he got his deal? Ain't no women basketball player then got hers. Like, is that not a little?
That's where the agenda pushing is kind of going crazy. It's kind of going crazy.
What you mean by that?
Like women basketball at a collegiate level, it's at an all-time high. Yet you still find a way to let it be a man to be the first one to be your endorser nails. Keep in mind, we not talking about no DJ Burns. We not talking about no Zach Edey. Not that these people would do it. We're not talking about no big name players. We're talking about a nigga that still, I forgot his name.
Jared McCain.
Jared McCain. You see how long we got to keep talking about what his name is?
No, I think Jared McCain. I think he's good, but like nobody care about college basketball right now.
I'm saying
nobody care about men's basketball.
I'm not saying he's not good. I think he's gonna be cool. He's a good player. But from a notoriety and popularity, like NIL is about, who can you attract to get you to buy products, right?
Yeah.
And you picking McCain over Caitlin Clark. And you're picking McCain over Angel Reese. You're picking McCain over Flage. You're picking McCain over
any of these women with the
any of these women. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the star power that the women have.
And these are women who are going to probably be at their schools for like, well, I mean, I know Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are leaving, but there's like women like JuJu Watkins, they have to stay there for a couple of years.
Exactly. And your audiences and your predominant audience or your customers are going to be women.
Yeah.
It's like not going to be men.
No matter how many men paint their nails, like the primary audience for nail polish will always be women. So
that is a women-dominated industry, and it will be that for the rest of time.
Yeah, so it would make more sense if you choose a woman to market to women,
which is why I say it's agenda pushing. I don't know what this agenda is, and I'm not finna cancel myself and saying what I really think it is. But it's agenda pushing, and I will keep it there, and I will end my turn. I will end my turn. We had too many edits. We had too many edits last episode. I'm just ending my turn.
Fair enough. I get that. And I will follow suit. So moving on. We got to move on to football because at the beginning of the week, wasn't nothing happening. I was just like, dang, bro, we just finna be talking about the women's tournament and this nigga and his nails.
Nigga sounds so sad.
No, like I was just like, damn, it ain't nothing like I just started watching women's basketball for real. So I was like, I ain't really got shit to say for real. And then
now he can get back to his bag.
No, like I just know more about this stuff, bro. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was like, damn, we just been talking about the women for real. I guess that's cool. And then yesterday, I don't even know what time it happened, but we got a. Does this count as a blockbuster trade? Because only one person got traded. Like it wasn't nothing crazy.
I don't know. I don't even know why we used the term blockbuster. That shouldn't even. That's just. It's not even a store no more.
Yeah, rest in peace, of Blockbuster.
R.I.P. They got to say Netflix or something. They got to do something crazy. But yeah, I guess I guess it was.
But yeah, this big trade happened, and it was 4-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Stefon Diggs, who's arguably top 3 receiver in the NFL, top 5 receiver, arguably. And he was traded from the Buffalo Bills to the Houston Texans. And all it took was a bag of Fritos. But no, Diggs, he got traded to the Texans. In the trade, the Bills, they got a 2nd-round pick in next year's draft. And the Texans, they get Diggs, a 2024 6th-round pick, and a 2025 5th-round pick. So they got Diggs and some draft picks. What the hell? Like, well, first, let me
sound like Charles Barkley. What the hell?
But okay, let me just compose myself. What was your reaction to this trade when you heard it?
I saw that shit and I was like, oh. I was like, I wonder who they gave up. And I was like, I wonder how many first rounders this took. And then I saw the deal. I was like, oh, okay. This nigga could. I was like, I don't care who you are. Because I know how niggas was getting down about this nigga Caserio. Y'all better apologize to that goddamn man. Y'all better apologize. I didn't see y'all since day one of the offseason, since day one of like a couple years back. Caserio ain't this. Caserio ain't that. Shut the fuck up. Let that
Caserio be the best GM in the NFL. It's him and the dude for the Eagles.
Oh yeah, I forgot his name. But I know exactly what you're talking about. Is it Howie Roseman or something like that?
Yeah. Howie Roseman.
Yeah, hey, they go band for band real quick. And Caserio making a great case right now.
No cap.
But what was your reaction to it?
I was just like, I'm so tired of the NFL. Like, you see in the NBA, you see these trades happen. Like, just take like the Rudy Gobert trade for an example. Like, because like relative to their sports, Rudy Gobert, he wasn't as good as Stefon Diggs. He was a good player, very good player still, but he relative to sports, he's not as good at basketball as Stefon Diggs is at football, in my humble opinion. But he went for like 5 picks or 5 players, draft picks, all this crazy shit. And then you get to the NFL.
That was unnecessary though.
It was very unnecessary.
Very
incredibly unnecessary. Very irresponsible.
I'm gonna let you get your shit off, but we both
that
was crazy.
The Timberwolves, they're stupid for that. They shouldn't have made that trade. But back to Diggs. In the NFL, every time like a big name player gets traded, it always be for some bullshit. Like
4th round that can convey into
like what? And it's just like this shit blow my mind because if I knew it cost a second round pick next year to get Stefon Diggs, why would I not pay that price? It's 1 year. I mean, it's a 2nd rounder. Like that shit don't make no sense. I don't get why teams do that. Like, if I'm the Bills and somebody want to trade for Stefon Diggs, I'm gonna be like, okay, you got to give me a 1st round. It's Stefon Diggs. Like, what are we even doing here? It don't make because he's going to go to Houston. He's going to fit in perfectly, and they're gonna cook because they got C.J. Stroud, who's already a good quarterback. They got
Tank Dell.
They got Tank Dell, who's rookie. He got hurt, but he was cooking. They got Nico Collins, who really, really emerged last year. And they still got other players like Robert Woods, who's a solid veteran. They got Joe Mixon, who's allegedly supposed to be good. We'll continue. They sort of got a whole bunch of good players this offseason. It just don't make sense. Like,
and my nigga Dalton.
And then you just see other teams like, I don't know, say the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know why they just popped into my mind, but they make a single move. Or all they did in the offseason was sign Eric Kendricks, who's good linebacker. But like, if you can get marquee superstars for a second round pick for the next year, like,
all in.
Why are we not letting this happen? So that was just my thoughts.
All in though. It's all in. We all in Dallas.
I think it's all in the grave, bro.
When Derrick Henry was talking about the pivot, he said, "Hey, yo, I thought the Dallas Cowboys was finna
reach out to me.
They
ain't never did it.
So I went to the Ravens, which is still cool, but my eyes was on Dallas.
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
Honestly, the Ravens is good. I don't even want to call it a consolation prize. That's a better destination than the Cowboys.
That is a better destination.
Yes, sir. Things don't work out for Derrick Henry, but I don't like. I hate the NFL. I hate the trades surrounding it. I hate when stuff like that happens because what the hell is going
on? I will say, because I do have some people that are Bills fans on my phone. But before I get to that, the second thing that happened to me, or the second thing I thought was, yeah, man, I know who the face of the league. I mean, I know who the face of the Bills are. You know, and I know. That is DeMar. I give it up, Hamlin. CTESPN Hamlin. That is the face of the Bills. Bro, you see how that nigga still ain't got cut yet?
I think he's gonna get cut this offseason, bro.
All right, you say that, but
like, I'm not saying we want him to get cut or nothing, but like, I just think it's gonna happen.
Making that 52 man. He that 53rd man that everybody talk about.
Man, bro.
He that for vibes. Nah, that ambulance truck still there for me. He gonna be there for a minute.
The ambulance was crazy. I don't.
Yeah, that solidified everything for me, bro. Those are just stickers you can't take off easily, bro. I'm sorry. And also I was just like, man, I don't know about. I texted. Shout out to Mike. He be watching or he be listening to the pod every once in a while. He's a Bills fan, diehard Bills fans. He's from Buffalo. He's from Canada, but X, Y, and Z. So I was like, I'm sorry for your loss. ... His next statement. I'm okay with it. Like the compensation we got a lot. He is washed IMO. Now, take it with a grain of salt. He's a Bills fan. I'm not taking this nigga seriously, just like I don't take you seriously when you say some other things about the Dallas Cowboys. Because I know where your heart is at. I was like, and I told him about CJ Stroud. He was like, this Diggs move will not move the needle for them at all. And I was like, as a Cowboys fan, I hope you're right. He was like, their Super Bowl odds literally got worse, LOL. They improved and then got worse.
Who care about Super Bowl odds?
I'm not scared of the Texans just because they added a 30-year-old with a bad back in an even worse contract. Like I said, I think the niggas just, hey, I take it with a grain of salt.
He's cold.
I take it with a grain of salt because I think they lost Gabe Davis too. I think in the offseason, if I'm not mistaken. They lost another wide receiver too. So look,
they don't have a number one wide receiver no more. So I guess we know what they're going to do in the draft.
Run. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we're gonna see that nigga really run for real. But enough about the Bills. I really don't care about the Bills no more. And I hate that comparison, that Tom Brady, Peyton Manning comparison for everybody that's emerging with Pat Mahomes. Y'all do this shit with everybody. Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. Pat Mahomes, CJ Stroud. Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen. This is going to be the back and forth for decades. No,
like Josh Allen is good, but like he's not if you're gonna do that, I don't think it's really a competition between him and Mahomes, because I think Mahomes just beat him most of the time. Like
there's no competition with
Mahomes. It's like the Serena Williams in that one what's Sharapova or whatever. They're like, oh, they're rivals. Then you look at the record and Serena then like worked her like 27 times in a row, and it's just like it's not really a competition. Y'all want it to be, but it's not.
It's Mahomes and then everybody else. Stop trying to make this a competition.
Yeah.
It's Mahomes, and you better just hope that you can pray and sneak a Super Bowl here and there. Because we know what Pat Mahomes do when you get rid of Mahomes' best wide receiver. You know what happens. He goes back to the Super Bowl and get it again.
Like this, like we was talking about during the season. We was like, this is probably one of the worst rosters they're gonna have in a while. And they won the Super Bowl. Like,
that's a bad nigga. Stop doing these comparisons, bro.
It's not gonna work out.
It's not gonna work out.
Nah.
Stop it. Now, something I did want to debate with Jax real quick before we get into anything else. He is under the impression that the AFC South will not be watchable. And
who, me, or are you talking about your friend?
No, you.
Okay, yeah.
He's under the impression that the AFC South will not be watchable, and
that's not.
I think they will be must-watch TV.
That's not what I said. You said they'll be watchable and must-watch TV. Two completely different things.
That's what.
And you said they'll be must-watch TV. No, like it doesn't.
You won't be excited to watch a CJ Stroud versus Trevor Lawrence matchup.
I mean, yeah, that'll be cool. Jags aren't good though.
But they got so you don't think T-Law's that guy?
No, he is. He's really good, but the team isn't good. The Jaguars aren't a good team.
Okay. And you don't and we know how you feel about Anthony Richardson. You think
y'all were all saying, "Oh, Anthony Richardson, he's a truth, blah blah blah." And I'm just like, he's played 4 games in the National Football League, and then he got hurt. In college, he wasn't even that good.
So you think are you?
I think Anthony Richardson can be good, but y'all are acting like he's just gonna. No, don't even act like that because you know I said that.
Oh my
God!
I said
that. So I think he can be good.
What's all of this?
That's exactly what I said. So I don't even want to hear.
I'm not saying that you're not saying that. But I'm just like, bro.
So let me finish my. So he can be good, but he's not gonna light up the league right now. Like y'all are, must watch TV. No, it won't. They're gonna suck. The Titans suck. The Colts are not a good team. Like they have Anthony Richardson, who we think could be something, and that's not must watch TV.
So Michael Pittman Jr. is a bum.
Yes, he's not that good. I don't like Michael Pittman Jr.
Jonathan Taylor's a bum. All these niggas are bums.
Jonathan Taylor's always hurt. Maybe I hope he stays healthy. I don't know. But
I'm not letting you. I'm not
one
letting
nigga.
You. You really think Michael Pittman Jr. is a bum?
I don't think he's good.
Okay.
I don't think he's that good.
He hasn't had a consistent quarterback in quite some time.
I don't care. I still don't think he's that good. I think he's okay. Like I said,
I think he's better than Drake London.
I don't have an opinion on Drake London because Drake London's played with me at quarterback, so I don't know if Drake London's good or not.
I think he's good comp with Chris Olave.
Huh?
I think he's good comp against Chris Olave. I think.
Who?
Pittman.
How?
I think they're good comp. I think with a consistent quarterback, I think you can really see what Michael Pittman Jr. can be.
And you think he can be Chris Olave?
I think he could be comparable like to Chris. Like I think they could be like it would be a debatable like who's a better receiver.
No, I think
if given
I think Chris Olave is much better. Yeah. Much better. Much better.
I'm not here to talk about the Saints all the way. But I don't know, man. I just don't think you're giving these people credit. I think the Titans are going to be better than what you expect. When you have Calvin Ridley and Tony Pollard, I don't give a fuck what you say. Those are decent guys. Those are guys.
We saw what number 1 running back Tony Pollard looks like, and the Titans have a bad O-line. They're worse O-line than Dallas, and they have Will Levis at quarterback, who's a worse quarterback than Dak Prescott. The Titans don't move me.
I'm not saying that they're good. I'm saying like I think they're gonna be like I said, we gonna have to agree to disagree. But
I think the Titans are gonna be the worst team in that division. I'll tell you that much. Well, or the Colts. Like I said, we don't know with the Colts, but the Titans will not be good.
You're making it seem like the Jazz is not gonna be in that conversation. Oh my god.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's not must-watch TV. There's only one good team in that division, and it's the Houston Texans.
I think there's more than one. But
who's the other good team?
I think Colts will be a good team.
All right, bro.
I think they will.
We see somebody's not serious.
Hey, I'm a football casual, so I don't. It don't
It
matter.
be like that.
Don't
It be
matter to
like
me. Go sports.
those sports.
Go sports. Um, what else was here? What else was on our
We gotta
Oh,
talk about the Kansas City Chiefs and how they may be relocating, even though it's
did you just see that mess? Did you see that the ESPN
uh
update?
nah. Oh yeah,
Uh,
the Dallas Texans thing, yeah. But
he pitching that bitch hard as fuck.
it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
But to update you guys on what is going on, Jackson County, Missouri, which is where the Kansas City Chiefs are, that's where like obviously the county they play and all that stuff. But the county has voted against a sales tax extension to fund stadium project for the Chiefs. And so it seems it's likely that the Chiefs will be moving elsewhere per NBC. Now, I don't think that's gonna happen because I feel like it's who was the last NFL team to move? Like,
Rams,
and when was that?
probably 2015 when
And
he
that
when he
was
moved to St. Louis to
oh
LA.
wait, no. The Raiders did move as well. I forgot
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
that was recent. That was like 2018,
Yeah.
2019. Yeah.
But the thing with those teams, when they moved, they sucked. Like the Rams weren't that good when they moved. That was in the Sam Bradford days. Or no,
Yeah,
that was
so
Jared Goff.
I
That
don't.
was Jared Goff days.
No, no, no.
That was
Jared Goff got
They weren't good.
drafted, and he still had Aaron Donald, but
But they weren't what they are. Or what they weren't what they were a couple seasons ago when they won the Super Bowl. And then the Raiders have just been perpetually bad because that's just what
they won
happened.
like the Super Bowl like two. Well, they went to the Super Bowl like 2 years after that, right?
Who?
The Rams.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
But
I forgot they went twice. You know what I mean? That first one kind of snuck up on me.
It go twice. I forgot about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like they went like in 2017 or 2018.
Something
Like
like that.
2 years removed from like that move.
That was a horrible Super Bowl. That was a terrible Super Bowl. Oh my gosh.
That was that Brady give me. That was a gimme for Brady. 13-0, whatever. Yeah.
It was something crazy like
Trash.
that. Trash Super Bowl. That was a trash Super Bowl. Oh my goodness gracious. But
bad.
those were like the last teams to move. And like when they moved, they wasn't even like, oh, and the Chargers. I forgot about them too. But the thing we saying about all these teams,
I don't really count that one.
But all these teams, they moved, but they were never like a marquee franchise. And that's what the Chiefs that's what Chiefs sort of are now because they have Patrick Mahomes and they just won two Super Bowls. So like I don't anticipate the Chiefs going to move. And I just think it's stupid. I always hate like these owners are billionaires and they always try to make the people who live there pay for the stadium. Like, nigga, you make $20 billion a year. Just buy that damn stadium yourself, bro. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. And keep piling on because it is 3 Super Bowls. It was a back-to-back Super Bowl, but then that first
and then the one before,
yeah. So 3 Super Bowls within the last 5 years, 6 years,
something like that.
And
with the greatest quarterback of all time, you have Taylor Swift coming to the games, bro. Like,
it's bad, nigga. It's bad. And I'm not gonna lie, Patrick Mahomes is made for a corrupt nigga like whoever owns the Kansas City Chiefs. To continue to shortchange this nigga and he still be able to overcome, that's perfect for a corrupt nigga to just keep shortchanging shit throughout the rest of your career. And you know, because he's that nigga, he's not gonna give you too much pushback. Because I would have been pissed if we just couldn't keep Tyreek Hill or we just couldn't keep X, Y, and Z. The receiving core that we had, or not we, that the Chiefs had this past season was horrendous. We came in here week 1 talking about Kadarius Toney. Yeah. Kadarius Toney was not in the active lineup in the Super Bowl. They did not add an extra wide receiver that, if I'm not mistaken, if they did, it was very minimal. Like
the only receiver they added was Mecole Hardman because I think the Jets cut him or whatever, and then he just went back to the Chiefs.
And that was like he had a game winning.
Yeah, he was the one who he caught the touchdown at the Super Bowl.
Like I'm saying, bro, like when you have generational talent like Pat Mahomes and you have a corrupt nigga like that owner, because I don't know that nigga name for real.
He's Clark Hunt, I think.
Yeah, that's a recipe. Only Pat Mahomes could survive under circumstances like that, where we just continue to just bullshit our roster. and you still overcome and give me 3 Super Bowls.
I think it's, and then you hear some of the places they're throwing out that the Chiefs could move. Namely, it's Dallas, because that's where the Chiefs used to be. They were the Dallas before they were the Kansas City Chiefs. They were the Dallas Texans.
Not even gonna lie to you.
And like it's not gonna happen, bro.
I'm not gonna say that people are gonna convert because the Cowboys brand is the Cowboys brand. But to be able to see Pat Mahomes live just out of convenience, that's gonna drive any nigga to be like, hey, fuck it. Hey, we'll take him until y'all find your real home. I have no problem watching that nigga for real.
We all know Jerry Jones is not gonna let that happen.
And how can he stop that from happening? I want to know. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't have that power. I'm trying to figure out what is Jerry Jones exactly going to do to make sure it doesn't happen.
Honestly, I don't be knowing, like, because Jerry Jones, he's a billionaire. They move with different type of everything, but people have always called him like really like the silent commissioner of the NFL because nothing happens without his okay. So I feel like he's gonna make some back moves, whatever the fuck, and stop that from happening. And then also Dallas not a two single sport franchise like city, if that makes sense. Like, yes, they have a baseball team, a football team, basketball team, and hockey, I believe. But I don't think they can't fit. I don't think they can fit 2 football teams or 2 basketball teams or 2 whatever. They can fit 2 hockey teams because don't nobody care. But like, they can't fit 2 football teams in the same city. I don't think that's just. Dallas is a big city, but I don't think it's that big. It's not LA. It's not New York. So I don't think that's going to happen.
But the football culture is big enough where I feel like you would still see people there.
Like, people would go to the games, yes, but I just because it's football.
I mean, like where I don't want to see the Chiefs in the middle of fucking nowhere.
The Chiefs aren't. I don't think they're going to move. Like, it's
but
just
like if they do move, hypothetically, if they do move, what would make sense? Because it can't be LA because every LA has multiple shit. New York has multiple shit.
Yeah, whatever they move, I think if they move and they move like far, they're gonna have to like redo division of the NFL and all that. So that's gonna be crazy.
I don't think not necessarily.
Because they're AFC West or whatever. They're AFC West. So if they were to move, like, I just hypothetically, I know it's not gonna happen, but say they move all the way to the East Coast to like New York or something, like that's not. There's like time zones, there's travel, it's all that. So I don't think that's going to happen.
But if you move to Dallas, you're even more west.
Than New York?
I said if you move to Texas.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to happen.
You would be more west. I'm saying, like, I just, like, why would they, you saying New York? I'm like, yo, they already have multiple teams in New York.
No, I was just using that as an example for my point. I know they're not, I know no one's going to move to New York, but like I said, it's the Chiefs aren't moving, bro. I feel like everything that's happened in the past 5 years or whatever since Mahomes has been there is just, I think it's sort of like too big right now for them to move. I don't think it's gonna happen.
And you talk about the division stuff. I don't really pay too much. That division stuff is kind of stupid to me. Because why are we NFC East? If we being honest,
that's also very true. That's very, very stupid. Divisions need to change, but I like the rival. Like the NFL, they're already set with the rivalry, so it can't really change it now.
So, like, regardless of where they move, I feel like they would stay in the same division. I don't think you have to redivision them niggas. Because Dallas is nowhere close to the East.
Yeah. But they just can't move, bro. They can't move.
They shouldn't, but I'm not mad if they do.
Where do you want them? Where could you see them moving? Because you asked me that. I was trying to think.
I would love to see them shake that shit up and go to Dallas. Like just off of the strength of me being able to be closer and see Pat Mahomes.
And then you act like as soon as they move to Dallas, bro, them tickets not going to be cheap because they already, like, if they do move to Dallas, them tickets not going to be cheap because they're going to know, like, hey, this is Patrick Mahomes. Everybody going to want to see him. It's not no cheap stuff over here.
Be fucking for real. This is the Dallas Cowboys. Them shits are expensive regardless if they have a 5-12 season or an 8-8 season.
Yeah,
them niggas do not care about them shits being super fucking high. It is Pat Mahomes. They will pay whatever they need to pay.
All right, I don't think, like I said, it's not gonna happen. But I don't know, whatever, Clark Hunt, whoever, just pay them people, bro.
He's not.
Yeah,
that nigga's already pitching other ideas to go somewhere else.
And then what's the mayor? Eric Johnson, mayor of Dallas, bro. Shut up. Stop trying to Welcome home, Dallas, Texans. Stop trying to get the Kansas City Chiefs to stop it, bro.
Yeah.
Shut up, bro.
He trying to eat. Look, he trying to do what he. I'm trying to hit. Most of the time, taxpayers never win these kind of battles. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It's rare. Seattle Supersonics are now Oklahoma City Thunder for a reason.
And I'm thankful for that.
I bet you are. They're not though. Man. Anything else on our docket? Was that the last thing?
That was our last thing, though. So you know what that means.
Oh my goodness. Another week of hot takes. You have one already?
Yeah, but I'm trying to pull something up right now.
Okay, but I'll just get my shit off real quick because it's not that bad. I love my hot takes that shouldn't be hot takes, but they are. And that is, we need more third parties in our sports, specifically NBA, specifically NFL. But I was more talking about NBA. Mm-hmm. I think we should have third-party referees, third-party third-party doctors. I don't think there should be a thing called team doctors. I don't think that should exist.
I don't even trust the team, though. I would, no matter what, I would go to
that's what I'm
another
saying.
Doctor.
I think that because why the fuck do you have a team doctor when I know that they are working in the best interest of the team?
You just want me to play. You don't even care about me being hurt.
Like, do you know the magnitude of how much team doctors have fucked shit up over the years?
Look at Victor Oladipo. He was all NBA player, and now I don't even think he's in the league right now.
Yeah, and this really stemmed from seeing Joel Embiid play basketball as early as he did. And I just think they really abusing this nigga. Like, not abusing him, but like I really think they taking advantage of this nigga for real. I think they've always done it because he's a foreigner. I'm gonna keep it a bean. He's a foreigner, bro. Like when people are foreigners and they come to this country, like they're just trying to learn everything. I'm almost for certain there has never been a thought in his mind to get a second opinion anywhere. It's just, hey, yo, trust the doctors. He's been trusting the doctors since he became a Philadelphia 76er because he came into the league injured.
Yeah.
So all he knows is to trust a team doctor. And 76ers track record, all of your niggas getting injured like this, like everybody having some kind of injury, whether it be Ben Simmons, whether it be Joel Embiid, whether it be Markelle Fultz, whether it be
they got a type, bro. They got a type.
They have. I'm not saying Jahlil Okafor had injuries, but Nerlens Noel had a fucking injury. Had crazy injuries, and it's just like, okay, none of them outside of Joel have been able to overcome some certain shit, or they gotten better. Other places not named Ben Simmons, but Markelle Fultz was able to revive this shit early enough. And I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm like, yo, like, there should be no such thing as team doctors. You know the shit that they was doing, the shit in the media, like the kind of shit in the media that they had for Kawhi Leonard when he wanted to get a second opinion about his.
And he was right the entire time.
Right the entire time, and there was people in the news media and the news cycles talking about, nah, he's just trying to find that one doctor that wants him to say what he can say or say exactly what Kawhi wants him to say so that he can sit out for the rest of the season because he don't want to hoop for real. That's the kind of stuff people was trying to throw around there. You got bitch ass niggas like Tony Parker out here talking about, well, when I did this, shut up. You cheat on your wife. You cheat on your wife, nigga.
You cheat on Eva Longoria, bro.
A fine bitch. A fine woman. Let me not disrespect. My fault, gang. But like, come on. You got niggas like Stack 5 out here just trying to defend, but defending horribly. I don't never want this nigga to take my side on nothing.
Bro.
That nigga Kawhi lost all credibility when that nigga Stack 5 came out here and was just talking. Shut the fuck up. I don't never want that nigga or O-Block to just defend. But that's besides the point. That is my hot take. And the same for referees. I think referees don't get reprimanded the way they need to.
No, they need to.
Under
Like
the umbrella of the fucking NBA, the 2-minute report is fucking ass because it
it
doesn't
doesn't.
do anything
Yeah.
but just say that you're fucking right or you're fucking wrong. The challenges help, but referees being able to be fucking Tony Brothers. You saw that Tony Brothers shit.
With Jeff T, where you call it Jeff T
Through the
Mama Ho.
balls. But then you gonna tear a nigga up because somebody called you a TikToker? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Y'all niggas got too much power and y'all under the league. Y'all, we
It's
need
because they don't. It's because they don't get fined, bro. They need to. Well, NBA. I know NFL refs aren't, but are NBA refs full time?
I think they are full time, but like I think like if too much stuff happens, they remove them during like the playoffs or whatever. They can't coach playoff. They can't ref playoff games. I need more than just that, bro.
They should be able to get fined, bro. They should be
able to get suspended, nigga. They should be able to just like not be a part of this season or half the season, nigga. Y'all should be. We should be able to remove you for quite some time without pay. Use your PTO, my nigga. I know you got some. You work for the fucking NBA. Nah, that's why it needs to be third party. And I stand on it. Fuck them niggas.
Yeah. All right. Now that was a hot take. That was it.
That was it. I don't give a fuck about my nose.
All right. Now for my hot take. I gotta let me go ahead and share my screen real fast. I just want you. Can you see my screen?
Unfortunately, I do.
I just want you to just look at this picture. Just take it in right now.
That Jason Tatum's son?
Yes.
Well, that makes everything. That makes sense for everything.
Now, for the people who are listening through like the podcast app or whatever, this is Jason Tatum's son doing the iconic Kobe Bryant pose where he's like looking at the championship trophy, sad and all that. And now let me stop sharing my screen because I don't be wanting to share people's kids and stuff. But like my hot take, y'all need to stop that shit, bro. Stop trying to be Kobe. Stop trying to do that stupid Kobe pose, bro. Like, it's not what you think it is. Everybody who does that looks corny. You look stupid. Jason Tatum, why are you subjecting your child to do that, bro? That don't need to happen. And then I don't know if you saw, it was UConn after they beat USC, Paige Becker. She had like the trophy or something like that. I don't know what she had.
Yeah, like the shower. Her with the trophy.
Yeah, they were like, oh my gosh, do the Kobe picture, do the Kobe. And shout out to that white woman because she was like, no, that's not me, that's Kobe. We need more people like her, bro. Stop bastardizing Kobe's image, bro. Just let Kobe rest in peace, bro. It don't make no damn sense. Oh, shit. I hate when you people do that. I hate that. I hate the Michael Jordan poses when people try to do some of his stuff. Like, can we just please not do it? None of y'all are Kobe. Stop it and get some help.
So you agree with me?
What do you
remember that take that never got aired because the audio was bad?
No, which one was it?
I was like, y'all need to stop looking up to Kobe Bryant. Y'all need to stop making y'all kids look up to Kobe Bryant.
They can look up to Kobe. Stop idolizing him. Stop trying to be him. You won't be him no matter what you do, and it's okay. Please be yourself. Be like, why you got that? I don't know how old that kid is. I don't know how, but why you got that elementary schooler trying to pose like you're just stupid, bro. Stop it. And that's my hot take. Stop being stupid.
Look like a participation trophy.
Bro, like,
you know that nigga ain't got no bag. He too young to have a bag. That nigga got a loose handle. that nigga Jalen Brown.
You gonna rip him and go to the basket?
Give me that shit.
Well, he probably cold too. Well, he probably cold for however old he is.
He probably posting up, nigga. He not. That nigga not doing no hezzies, no tweens.
But if I don't know how old he is,
shit rolls off the shoe.
If he like 5 years old, already got a post game, bro. He probably gonna be cold.
I mean, eventually he'll be cold, but at currently standing, what's that? Cat Williams? Hey, line them next to me up, boy. I'm here. Oh, hell no! I get it because they be taking Kobe to heart, and y'all need to stop doing that.
Leave him alone, bro.
But you already know about Jason Tatum, though. You know, a couple years ago when them niggas used to do the screenshots of like
That's
when he used to text
so
Kobe or
lame,
what. That
bro.
used to be so crazy. It used to be so crazy. You used to have that purple elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He don't wear it no more.
Fuck no.
Good. Damn it. Good.
Hey,
Shoot.
you see who got the best record in the league now? When you stop that bullshit, when you stop acting an ass,
Man.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop being like Kobe. There's only one Kobe.
Please just be yourself. Please stop. Please stop. Just be yourself.
Find other ways to be. No, let's not read. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah,
Unless you date kids, though. If you Kobe kids, you can do what you want to do.
of course. But Jason Tatum, you're not Kobe's child. But yeah, man.
It's only the light skinned niggas that want to be Kobe's child. You know what I said? Devin Booker, Jason Tatum. You'll never see no dark skinned nigga just do my community, man. Let me chill out. Let me stop out of my community. Any last words, Jax?
Please, please, please. Be your fucking self, bro. Stop trying to be Kobe Bryant.
Actually, don't be yourself. To be a good person.
Yeah, that's true.
Because some of y'all, I don't want y'all to be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Some of yourselves are evil people.
Very bad.
Yeah. But also, man, if you want to change your life, go out, do some life changing shit, bro. And hopefully that life changing shit involves you being a good person.
Absolutely. Be productive. Drink water. Be healthy. Shout out to y'all. Continue to like, share, subscribe. We dropped a few videos, clips. Share it, like it, comment, say that we're dumb, say that we're smart, say that we're in between. And since I didn't say it in the beginning, that link
Donations.
is down below.
Donations.
It's down below.
Donations.
I'm gonna need you to shut up because I'm not doing it today.
Yeah.
But we'll see y'all next week. And like always, man, go get some bitches.